Hey, Connor, come back. The first drill we did was focusing on strictly technical dribbling ability. We worked on dribbling at angles and change of direction. The first part of the drill we worked on dribbling at the angle, but turning by going around the cone. So dribbling with our laces and turning with the inside of our foot or the outside of our foot to change direction. This will allow you to work on what I like to call accuracy of your touch and work on dribbling in straight lines and allowing yourself to dribble in a straight line with your laces by just taking a straight step forward. To progress this drill, we went on to chop the ball right before the cone and then explode with your opposite foot to the next cone and chop and continue with this, working up and down through the cones. The next part of the progression would be to stop the ball with the sole of your foot. As your foot hits the ground, explode out with your other foot, and so forth. I try to do about 4 to 5 down and backs with each set. That way you're able to get the player comfortable with the drill as well as see them progress through the drill with a little bit more quality each time they go. This way that they'll have confidence at the end of this drill to hopefully work on change of direction, keeping the ball close, what I like to call ball control. And that ball control will then help them move into games and take players on when they have the opportunity one-on-one. Our second drill we worked on today, just a simple dribbling and passing drill. The first part of it was a small little slalom to again focus on your ball control, keeping the ball under, close to your body without tripping over it, and really being able to weave in and out of small tight spaces with both feet. After you went through the zigzag, you were then looking for about a 10-yard pass. And for 5, 6, 7-year-olds, we were able to get a 10-yard pass with enough power that it was forcing our teammates to trap the ball. This is something that a lot of kids, when the ball comes to them, their first instinct is to kick it. Whereas today we were focusing on when the ball came to them, they were going to trap the ball. A lot of them had a problem with initially trying to stop the ball by stomping down on it with their sole of the foot. And this led to the ball either going under their foot or they mistimed it and it would bounce farther away from them. So we added to it trying to receive the ball with the inside of the foot, which led to a little bit more success for these younger kids. After the first person received it, they then took their trapping touch or first touch and played it on to the next player, who then received it and dribbled into line. We're looking to do this comfortably with no pressure on the ball, to trap it, receive it, play the ball, receive it, and get into new space, which happened to be the end of the line. Then we progressed this drill by adding in a square with a goal behind it. And the square represented an area for the defender to play in. And so after the second person received the second pass, they then took on the player one-on-one, and once they got by them, they were able to try and score. This allowed for an an opportunity to add a little bit of creativity and just a little bit of ball pressure to force them to keep the ball under control and then play again with a little bit of speed so that the defender wasn't able to make an easy tackle. The goal represented an award for them once they were able to beat the defender, which is something you want to see the kids be rewarded for the success of taking on a defender and not shying away from any tackles that can come on. The third drill we did today was possession. The possession worked on, adding a little bit of pressure onto the players, forcing them to, add in decision making and hopefully, create a new dynamic that a lot of them don't necessarily see at the recreational level, but is passing and receiving and doing that with pressure and trying to do it quickly. So our numbers today we had 9 players, so we actually played 7 versus 2. And when I saw that the drill was breaking down, I actually stepped in and helped them in making it 8 on 2. Again, we don't have to have even numbers. 4 on 4 wouldn't have made a good drill. So by making it a very lopsided, it allowed for us to have a little bit more success. Today we weren't very successful, but it allowed for us to be able to have a little bit of time and make some passes. And if we ever turned it over, my first thing that I stressed was to try and win the ball back. And if we were able to win it back, make a pass and spread back out. Again, don't focus on so much on the defenders, because they're there to make pressure on the ball and again force the attacking players to make quick decisions and have quality passing and receiving the ball in order to make a second pass or a third pass.
Play. Good. Keep it moving. Don't just kick it. Keep it. You trust Connor? Yeah? Trust him that he can practice. Ready? Let him get the ball, then you can get it. Play. Again, don't just get the ball back. Try and get inside. Ready? Play. Oh, you gotta pass it. No soft passes. Play. Good.
The fourth drill we did today was a 2-on-2 drill, and instead of putting goals, I put a ball on a cone. This way it's a little creative, and it also allows the players to focus again more on that passing that we've been stressing all through the drill, all through the first, second, and third drills. This way you can add some creativity and allow them to get some competition out of the drill. The last one we played today was a 4 versus 4 +1, which the +1 was the neutral who was wearing the yellow jersey. But we also played a 2 goals, which allows for if the play gets stuck on one side of the field to be switched, and they have 2 options to score goals. This keeps the game from being stuck right in front of one goal and allows it to the players to learn to spread out a little bit better, and again add in some of the passing that we've been stressing throughout the entire practice. A goal that I would have for coaches who were to watch this video would be you're going to have all different skill levels on any team or any practice that you're going to have. And just as in my practice today, I had a 5-year-old all the way up to an 8-year-old. And again, there was different skill levels, but my expectation for each of them was the same, that I want them to get the best out of their own quality. And part of that was go as fast as you can without messing up, and then learn to go faster each time, and that will just stretch their technical abilities and then their confidence. Another thing is just working on keeping drills going. The flow of the drill usually will help players stay involved. If you continue to stop and start and stop and start, they will start to lose their focus, and it's hard to get a 5, 6, 7-year-old back in the state of mind of paying attention if you lose them with too much talking. I had a lot of field space to work with today, but if you have a smaller field space, using the time effectively and setting up cones that you can do one set of cones drills inside of another, which would allow you to save time and again use the space a little more effectively.